You're watching Two Wheels. We are in Kempton Park at the National Motocross track with the official KTM Racing Team 407. All the riders have pitched up for this official test, and good news for two of their riders that the KTM factory have supplied proper factory machines, and that is to Michael Kok and Richard van der Westhuizen. 85cc riders, 125cc riders, 250s and 450s. The whole motocross scene covered here with KTM. These are the factory bikes. KTM are the only company that will be running factory machines 407 in both classes. You and I could not buy one of these machines. Priceless, really. Standard with Akrapovic pipes, Michelin tires for 07 on these machines. These two motorcycles are handmade. They do not come off a production line at the factory. Every single part is handmade, and that is why they cost so much money. Our Two Wheels test riders, Grant Wheeler and compadre Vaughan Swanepoel, otherwise known as Vaughan. Hasn't been on a motocross bike for a couple of years. Looks like Grant's lost his way around the motocross track. Grant out there on the 450, and he feels the power. He says no other 450 runs quite like this new twin cam factory machine. Vaughan there on the 250, tractable yet fast. The biggest improvement on these factory machines has got to be the suspension. Fully adjustable high and low speed damping, rebound and compression. These two machines are going to be a serious threat in national motocross this year. There is no doubt about that. These bikes weigh in at just over 90 kilograms, which is the FIM limit. The 450 makes over 50 horsepower, and the 250 makes 38 horsepower. That's at the rear wheel. Our two test riders then swapped the bikes. Grant gets himself onto the 250, which is a Kickstarter model. The 450, interestingly, has got an electric starter. No Kickstarter on this machine, just for weight saving, of course. You can read all about this test in this month's edition of Two Wheels magazine. Let's get the lowdown from Vaughan Swanepoel.
250 is rideable, it's awesome. The 450 is just a beast. I see why Everts and all those guys have to be super fit. You know, Langston and the boys. Yeah, these things are just mad. They pull the arms out your sockets. You have to have big claws to hang onto the handlebars. 250 is great. I wish I could have one. Can I have one, Dave?
No, you can't, Vaughan. You're not getting paid this month either. Michael Kok is going to be the official 250 rider for this year. He's 21 years of age, and I think a serious threat for the championship. Mike, pretty impressive. What is your first impression of the factory machine?
It's awesome, mate, Davey. The braking and just the whole handling of the bike and the suspension. I can go into the hoops faster and brake later for corners. Yeah, it's incredible compared to a standard bike, and I'm stoked that Butch put all his trust in me and Richard, and I'm sure we're going to do it this year.
Richard van der Westhuizen riding the 450 for this year. Top rider from South Africa in last year's motocross Grand Prix at Sun City, and he's 20 years of age. Richard, I know you rode the production bike last year. Comparisons between the Prody bike and this factory model?
Oh, well, there's quite a lot that's different, Dave. Starting with the front of the bike, the suspension, the front brakes, the rear suspension as well as the rear brakes. The engine has been worked on as well. The bike is extremely fast. The triple clamps are different. There's quite a lot of things that are different.
Does it suit to your South African circuits?
Our tracks are a bit tight, so the 450 you have to ride with care, you know, you have to be very smooth. With the 250F I think it's going to suit it a lot more, but it all depends on how you ride the bike. You know, the 250F you have to be a bit more aggressive, while the 450 you have to be a bit more careful.
You've also got to be looking forward to the South African Motocross Grand Prix now that you'll have this sort of equipment for that.
Yes, I do. I just hope that they build a track that's quite long, and then that you can get up to speed on the 450, you know, because a lot of the tracks, even Sun City included, you know, you can't really get flat out on the 450. There's not much room to get up to speed, you know.
Wish you all the best and look after this bike. It's worth a lot of money, I believe.
Oh, well, thanks a lot.